Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and I'm back for another Last of Us video. So, recently I've been discussing a lot about Naughty Dog's potential future and what I think we could be getting. Now, since the new year has just come up, we're almost already at February, which is crazy. I want to be discussing Last of Us 2 multiplayer, something I did briefly discuss a couple times last year, and what I think is the expectation in this 2021 year in regards to it. Recently, there has been a lot of hinting that The Last of Us 2 multiplayer is going to be getting a reveal in the near future, and this isn't going to be like months upon months upon months down the line. It could be anywhere in the spring/summer, and we could be getting it sometime this year in terms of release. We'll just have to wait and see on that. So right now, I'm going to be discussing everything we know about The Last of Us 2 multiplayer in 2021 and a look to the future. What is to be expected based on numerous things we've gotten. So back in 2019, Naughty Dog had basically confirmed that Last of Us 2's multiplayer was more than just a mode to them. They wanted to expand on and make a bigger vision for it. So to support that, they basically decided not to include it in The Last of Us Part 2. Meaning we're likely going to be getting a full-on fledged multiplayer-based game in 2021/2022. And they basically said, however, you will eventually experience the fruits of our team's online ambition, but not as part of The Last of Us Part 2. When and where it will be realized is still to be determined, but rest assured we are as big a fan of factions as the rest of our community. So since then, we got one direct callback that Factions multiplayer is coming. So on a Twitch live stream back in August of 2020, Anthony Newman, who was one of the co-game directors of The Last of Us Part 2, basically confirmed in the live stream when asked about, are you all working on multiplayer, basically saying that yes, they are working on multiplayer, but they have nothing new to share in regards to it.
Pat Yomo says, any update on multiplayer?
No meaningful update. I can say that we are working on it, and I think what I'm really excited about is that we know that there were a ton of really devoted factions heads out there who were really into The Last of Us 1 multiplayer. I certainly was.
So along with that, we had gameplay leaks in regards to The Last of Us 2 multiplayer. There's basically footage on YouTube. If you look up Last of Us 2 multiplayer leak gameplay, you'll probably find it. And this is along with the leaks of the single player. Remember The Last of Us 2? You know, it's been 6 months now, but The Last of Us 2 single player got leaked. There was footage, and along with this footage, there was multiplayer footage, which basically showed, you know, W-Elf and Seraphite characters fighting each other in what looked like a very enhanced version of the original Factions mode. So after that, we may have expected something at The Last of Us Day 2020, but we got nothing in regards to multiplayer, not even a peep of it. We got this one subtle tweet, though, from Neil Druckman, where he stated, oh, and about that other thing, be patient, it'll be worth it. And a lot of people did expect this to be about multiplayer, because that is what all the buzz around The Last of Us Day 2020 was. A lot of us expected something, and we came out short, empty, nada, buckus, nothing at all. And so as the new year approached, a lot of us were concerned. We're like, oh man, are we gonna even get something very, very soon? Well, recently there's been a lot of information, and I've discussed this about Naughty Dog's plans for 2021. And that being the fact of the matter that there have been a lot of job listings that have confirmed that there is a PS5 game in development. Not just multiplayer alone, but single-player stuff. So there are over 30 plus job openings for January of 2021. And there's a couple job listings I want to focus on that were here. Neil Druckman had tweeted directly to responding to this, all these job listings saying, come work with us, we're making something very cool. So it's obviously hinting that there's going to be a couple new things coming from Naughty Dog pretty soon. Now, in regards to these jobs, let's focus on one specific job, which is the online systems programmer. Now, I want you to take a look at the responsibilities down at the bottom. This is a very important job to hinting at multiplayer. Now, they say architect new, and note the word online, features both for the game and surrounding services. Integrate new features into scaling. Architects can support a large player base. So with multiplayer, And with the original Last of Us, they actually still have a solid player base on it. So the goal of this with Last of Us 2 multiplayer is to keep a solid player base throughout like they've done with the original. And take a look at the summary at the top. So, in growing our team, we are looking for programmers focused on architecting and implementing core technologies that match this online experience. We want someone who is passionate about online games and is willing to jump into a variety of systems, including server technologies, so probably like dedicated servers and the servers for the multiplayer mode, core game networking, the network, all that, matchmaking, again, you know what matchmaking is, player data storage, so stats of the players that play, and virtual store transactions. So you're looking at microtransactions. Last of Us factions had a lot of things like that. Maintain a high standard of reliability and information security. So that role instantly hints there's something big coming with multiplayer very, very soon. This person's going to be a big thing with the servers and a lot of different factors into the multiplayer. Then also the video editor job. This job is very important. The video editor is responsible for cutting the trailers and supporting the marketing team. This is a limited time offer. So you're thinking, why would there need to be a limited time video editor role? Meaning they're going to be making a trailer and then their job's done. So what trailer do you think is going to probably be coming? Potentially The Last of Us 2 coming to the PS5 or Factions. And it says editing trailer / marketing materials for single player and, put in quotes, multiplayer mode utilizing captured game footage. So in all likeliness, we're going to be getting a trailer very, very soon, meaning a reveal is coming in the coming months. I would say anywhere March, April, May, I would expect us to begin the reveal trailer / Factions news, which would be phenomenal. Now, more backing up of this, that Factions is coming very, very soon. In the last video, I referenced Richard Cambier and Vennet Argwal. They are now directorial positions at Naughty Dog. Now, what's noteworthy about Cambier and Argwal specifically, one important thing, Argwal specifically notes in his own profile that he is primarily experienced with multiplayer titles. It's also worth pointing out that in recent months, Naughty Dog has been hiring, as we just showed, employees as well. This tells us clearly the first steps to work on new games at the beginning. And we know something is coming very, very soon in terms of an announcement. Now, here's a quick rumor / leak I've found recently in regards to Factions. Now, please take this with a grain of salt. This may or may not be true. So what they say from the Naughty Dog team is probably working on an unannounced project in 2020, which they've already probably been working on for a while. It's dated March 2020, which is exciting because that's after Naughty Dog's statement on multiplayer. They're playtesting a 2v2 PvP mode called Encounters Duos. It has multiple days that you can skip and restart. There's a character select screen with Seraphite and WL options, which does support the leaked gameplay footage we had. You can do private matches, which is nice. And there are some locations from the story, which, I mean, there's going to probably be a lot of locations of The Last of Us 2 in The Last of Us 2's multiplayer mode. Last thing I want to discuss, a clip Neil Druckman had in an interview where he kind of just, made a subtle hinting to multiplayer.
Make Factions. I don't know if you remember. You said you'd make a Factions multiplayer. People would really like
we used to make multiplayer games.
I bet somebody there is working on it right now. I know you're all working from home. Somebody has to be working on it right now, right? Right?
So if you're a Factions fanatic, multiplayer fan, stay tuned in the coming weeks and months for something big. I believe we are getting very, very close to something, as we've waited now 6 months since part 2's over. So if y'all did enjoy this video, if you do me a favor, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any videos, and be sure to follow me on my social media link down below in the description. And we'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see y'all soon for some Factions multiplayer on the channel. Laters.